open up that space to get into the circle. So they're just doing the standard operating procedures for now. But I wonder if they will stop on the shack on the left. Looks like the answer is no.
Well, it's a good thing. You know, D plus Kia, yes, they had an early elimination, but they were able to put up 4 elimination points still. So I think, you know, it's still a good thing considering that, you know, they weren't able to exit the game empty-handed. As long as you put numbers every match, I think that is still okay. But there's a catching up to do still onto the side of D plus Kia since, if I remember correctly, they are still at the second part of the overall ranking. So perhaps they need to exert a little bit more of effort if they would want to, of course, be part of the top 10 at least. Now, unfortunately, Federales had an early elimination as well.
So it looks like BTR might lose Snape as well. It's Alpha 7 coming in to pick up another point for themselves. Nice shot, though, from top of that hill. Past the window. Carrillo secures it with DBS. And no remorse shown at all by Alpha 7.
None at all, man. That wasn't a great start for the bigger troopers. Okay, here we go. Saviors, okay. I feel, okay, so they are already, at least on the south part area, near Picado. Okay, there's also quite a number of teams rocking in the same spot. We're looking at New Z right now, about to go up against the Savior here. Pathogen on your screen, high ground advantage, but Vampire, they have the warehouse. Although Ventura is kind of a trip there, and now he's currently on the ground, so this will definitely pave the way for the Savior to push while Venturis is down. I mean, you always need to grab every opportunity.
And here comes D Xavier trying to grab that opportunity with the fact that Venturis is now currently down on his knees. Newsy not able to heal up to a full health yet. While D Xavier, they're opening up the space, sending 2 players on the other building, while the other 2 onto the warehouse. Venturis is being picked up by Onzens. While Champ, well, nice hit by Champ, knocking down Paragen. And looks like he's going in for it to try to secure that elimination point, while Nate on the other side with his own nade lobs it across. And Nate is pretty much alone at the warehouse now, while Vampire Esports are pushing him.
Great defense, though, coming from the side of Vampires. I mean, the fact that Nadity took a nade to the face, I think that was the essential thing. Paragene, rather, that put a stop onto their tracks. And just look at that. Team Secret kind of deciding it's a good time for them to join into the mix here. And we also got Zeta Voindunky. And there you go. Early elimination from the side of Vampire Esports. D Savior still was able to hold on to their offense and was able to defend themselves up against Vampire Esports, despite the fact not having a very good rotation during that time. But they were able to climb back up. But Voindunky capitalizing on this one. And I don't see Tony K playing for this round. Okay, maybe we'll see him afterwards. But okay, Vampire Esports over to the west side. I believe they're trying to gun down Voindunky as well, you know, gatekeep them. BT are on your screen, ladies and gents. Again, Federal is already out of the game here, early elimination, but they are trying to challenge up the boys of ASI 8. Uzim is or Uzium rather, is right behind a big rock. But desperately trying to, of course.
Now the members of Thunderdog Gaming. And Thunderdog Gaming eliminated just like that. But back on the formidable vibes against RRQ. Now Zero scouting out where exactly Nabeko is at. But ASI hit. They can't chill. Looks like another knock onto them.
And I almost thought that Thunderdog Gaming was able to accumulate like quite a number of points. So maybe that was just damage output. They were able to shut down players, but not really translate that into a full-blown elimination point just yet. Voindunky! Okay, here we go on your screen, ladies and gents. And again, up against ASI 8. Man, ASI 8 seems to be in altercation all the time. For Miracle Vibes, though, Doc might be down on the ground, but it's a good thing he's been surrounded by lots of smoke here, so that really gave way for Doc to recuperate. Tiamba, Mighty, doing a massive spray, but Zhao right now about to go out of the game.
Ooh, and Zhou is eliminated officially by Tenma. And Tenma comes in, but they're on the lower ground though. A little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to the geography, as Doc still has that high ground against Tianba. But Tianba they are not in a rush. But it would be lovely if they can get up to the high ground, so they will still try to hike up before the zone closes, because we are about to see stage.
He will get attacked, for now. But yeah, so far it's quiet. But it's a different story though for ASI. And again, they find themselves in an altercation with Boy Donkey. Now it's a dance-off. Unfortunately, though, oh man, Wu is already out of the game, as well as UZM. And that's courtesy, of course, by Vexy of Voindunkey. Now, we are seeing quite an aggressive Voindunkey for today as well. So, interesting day number 3, ladies and gentlemen. We already mentioned this at the beginning of the match, is that today should be the day that team starts to build their foundation if they want to get ahead compared to the other teams.
Oh yeah, and you can see that ASI continues to build a foundation by knocking out Zeta. And from the side, baby, we'll get it. And that's going to be another point into the team. As we shift forward to now, A1 Arrow going up against Team Flash. And this is the fight that we kind of anticipated would happen. Without the circle, A1 is forced to come out of the building. And look at the nades rained out by Team Flash. But they're not able to hit the target just yet thanks to the smoke. So they're still okay for now. Instead, it's going to be Zeus knocked down from the side. And I wonder who...
The 4th arrives, and Bigatron. It's an early engagement from these two teams, and Federales now making a move. He had an early elimination a while ago, so perhaps he is itching to really score some points for Bigatron here. Coming off the kill feed, it's Alter Ego Eras versus D-Saver. Paragon knocked down on the ground here. BTR obviously trying to do a reset. 4th thrives, gauging, and probably thinking twice whether or not they're going to push with this clash or not. But then again, I don't think they still have time to back out in this situation. And just, Badger right now is going berserk up against the Xavier. He is currently, down below, which is hard to pull off. But he eyes, man, 2 bullets to the face.
Okay, anyway, Altigo tries to fire back, but the Xavier, they still have the high ground advantage. Now Nate 1v1, but he got a bit of help. Okay, from the outside, Pablo is coming in. And Pablo with the DBS trying to close the gap between himself and Nate. Now Nate right in front of him, 1v1, dashing on with the ass of K. Both of them, similar amount of health. Only 1 shot is needed from his shotgun.
What?
And at the end of the day, it is going to be Nate winning it against Alter Ego.
Situations here, stage 3, and we still got 11 teams remaining. Very different pace that we've seen just a while ago. But T24 from 4 times must have found Razy in this spot. Now Razy defending his life here up against T24. Now it's a dance battle between these two amazing teams. Now he throws in for the molly, but hey, we've got some backup coming in. Both sides from 4th practice, as well as Bigatron. Razy taking in some damage, and IQQ fell down to the ground.
And that's going to be a point for BTR. BTR has had a rather quiet day, I must say. We can't think about it. We don't get to see them much on screen. And even when we do see them, we're still not letting them go. And I noticed as well, a lot of teams in this round playing on the edge of the circle. So that's why we're going to see a lot more teams trying to get in. And that's where potentially we might see more fights. Now, Alpha 7, they're not going to be interested with that fight. Looks like they choose to navigate past the gas station.
They have all dethroned Horror Esports, but of course the fight is not over just yet. We are just at stage 4 here, and off the kill feed, it's Revo again taking another player from inside the game. But in the meantime, GLU versus Alpha 7 right now. Carrigo defending himself up against 2 players from GLU. Oh my goodness, he just went for the 3rd shot, 3rd kill, and now GLU left with 1, and now Carrigo is just going berserk here, eliminating almost all of the players of GLU.
Wow, okay. At some point, I thought that he would get all of them. But the fact that he got 3 of them while evading that vehicle that was incoming towards him, that was amazing by Carrillo. Man, Alpha 7 on top of this game. But Alpha 7 not done yet. Now we have Mafioso here up against the 2 players of 4 thrives. Mafioso pretty low. He gets 1. Can he get a 1 with his shotgun? He's getting close, but before that, he has to heal up the blue. It's stopping him. Oh man, the blue. The blue. Why?
It's still the Blue Ripper who has all the powers, of course. And just like that, 4th tribes eliminated, not by players, by the Blue Ripper here. 8 teams remaining. Revo of Alpha 7 was shut down by GK of Team Secret this time. Okay, everyone's gunning for Alpha 7. BTR taking in some damage as well. Carrillo in the middle. And that is it. That was the end of the line for Alpha 7, but they did exit the game with quite a substantial amount of elimination points. That is a
Wow.
total of. Okay, so the screen said 12, but over to the right side there, it says 13. So I'm quite confused.
Okay. But whether it's 12 or 13 to be eliminated at number 8, that is still a large number there for Alpha 7. And because of that, so far, as of now, that is, they are at number 1. But we still have Horror Esports in the game still.
Mhm.
Let's see how far the circle will go away from Horror Esports while we look at D plus Care charging onto BTR with the Xavier behind as well. Well, we have Team Secret GK here, but GK will meet his end here. And we have the Xavier still. Okay. Now lobbing nades onto BTR. Actually, BTR being lobbed nades by 2 different sides.
Oof, oh man. So far, it had been a smooth transition and smooth rotation from the side of Horror Esports. Now they're headed towards Levi's of D Savior down south. But yeah, well, D Savior is currently busy dealing with the last remaining players of BTR here. They're trying to flush them out from that shack. Fitzgerald's cooking up a nade here. Maybe, just maybe, he could turn the tides. But oh man, Satar got picked up by chips of D plus Kia. So we're looking at Fitzgerald's as the surviving member here. Levi's cooking up a nade here because Horror Esports is ready to dominate. Now Levi's, oh no, unfortunately, man, he is getting burned alive, but it's a good thing he was able to save himself.
Oh, but I can see Sleepy's nade there. But anyway, Levi's needs to heal up, but this nade could be on top of him. Oh, the nade, a little bit of overshot. Levi's lobs the nade back onto Horror Esports. Will not connect the Sky. Sky needs to heal up, and he'll be back up with 80% of health. Backup is on his way. Levi's needs to hold his ground. But look at Jiggle. Look at Sleepy. They're going for the flank here. They're going for the flank. They'll be behind Levi's anytime soon. Things that Sky will manage. But before that, hang on. Okay, Levi's trying to defend his ground, but finally knocked down. Now, here comes Nate to save the day. Needs to go in for a 1v1 against Sky. And Sky will be at the forefront. But let's not forget about Novia behind him.
Horror Esports right now getting riled up. Sky cooking up a nade up against Natty T. Oh man, on point nade, eliminating the last member of D Savior. And now D Savior, okay, we'll see you guys.
Hey, 6 eliminations so far now, looking for D plus here. And Chips on the other side takes a lot of damage, 50% of health shredded down. At the same time, D plus here, okay, they lost Chips. Potato got him at the end of the day. But he's not out yet. Potato will be fired down by Doxy. Now, Nongshim Red Force, they will want to come in. It's time for them to come in to claim their second chicken dinner. Though, it's not going to be that easy yet because we still have Alright Esports as Novia gunned down by Federales. Novia needs to be picked up.
Yep, Federales. Okay, so, well, yeah, I mean, Sky, with a massive counter, was able to defend his teammate there. Now, the core receiving some damage as well. No Stream Red Force Doxy also trying to clutch. Of course, he was able to put it down. Same thing goes for Nerpeiko. So, Thunder Talk seems to have the upper hand advantage up against the Indonesians. Let's see if Tian Yu can put down Swavel with a nade. Oh, but he exploded!
Okay.
To his face!
All right, not too sure what happened there. That's a bit of a boo-boo, but they will open up the opportunity for RRQ to come in. But anyway, King is still there. Ajay, we have him on screen right now. Keeps his nade, goes with the UMP, sprays onto the door, breaks it down, but the door is not going to be the target. The target that he wants is going to be Sawbell, and finally he gets it.
Ooh, and what a way, to win this fight coming from Thunder Talk Gaming. Probably nobody was expecting that one. And now RQ knows it right here with a Micro Uzi and an M416. But he is choosing to use the Micro Uzi. He went in for the charge, and RQ got eliminated.
So they're at 99. Shift over to 4 medical vibes and BTR. Snape with nade being cooked up. Oh, the rest of BTR coming in. Refuse in trouble. Knocked down immediately, leaving Zol alone.
Okay. Effective clutch coming from Razy. Joel, we're looking at Joel here. Can he defend himself up against the raging Bigatron Esports? Now he's waiting in the corner. Okay. he has still that element of surprise. It's not moving at all, even if they are throwing him grenades out. Here comes the attack coming from Joel with an S1K. And now here comes another point. Satar goes down hard. Now Joel very low in HP, but yeah, Joel will be taken out of the equation. But Satar, unfortunately, did not survive that exchange.
But Razy's busy with Team Flash. Cops tries to get away. Takes a little bit of damage from Razy. Second time around by Razy this time. Trying to gun down a moving vehicle from afar. And like what you always said, is not easy. And he would need to let this one go.
Whew, okay. There are a lot of clashes games, right? And we are always happy to see Thundertalk Gaming really do great in circumstances just like this. Coming off the kill feed, it's a Vampire Esports versus BTR, and Onzen currently knocked down on the ground by the Defense Against the Dark Arts professor. Sports still outside of the zone together with BTR, so probably a clash will have position. He's the one pretty close with Vampire. Okay, ooh, that is such a close one. Snape going around in circle like a couple of vultures here. Now Snape, okay, paid a great price. Champ just made sure, okay, you're not coming back up from that one, but Federal is cooking up the nade here. Throwing up against Champ, and now he's currently knocked down on the ground, but Federalis is trying to answer back to Federalis. Federalis just didn't take the time, was able to hide behind that potato hill right there. Ventores, of course, is eager to put him down, but can he be successful, though? He needs to be careful of Razy right there. Ventores now pretty low in HP. Federalis threw in a nade. Oh, BTR wins the fight.
Yeah, short range nade by Federalis to eliminate him. And BTR winning that fight, now scoring 5 elimination points for themselves, eliminating Vampire Esports at number 9 with 1 elimination point. Now here comes Thundertalk Gaming. Ajay trying to find an angle, trying to find a spot for him to stop. But
Miracle vibes. Okay, they're throwing a nade, or throwing nades rather. Okay, so they are putting pressure onto Fourth Rise because they're still outside of the zone?
Yeah, the zone is definitely not helping. But anyway, Razy, he's bored. He's bored waiting. Now he wants to make that active approach against NS with force. The damage from the other side. I wonder who's shooting at him. But we got Thundertalk Gaming from where of the other teams around them because they're playing in the middle of the circle right now. Anyway, Razy did not make it. So